My name is Austin's Logo. The play I'm critiquing is Into the Woods. Um, Into the Woods it's a story, but what it really is, it's a collection of stories all encapsulated into one story in which all of these different stories are tied together and brought into the same spectrum or the same world. What I mean by that, it includes some of your old favorite fairy tale characters. It includes Cinderella, and along with her evil stepmother and stepsisters, it includes Rapunzel. It includes Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf, who was just absolutely hilarious in the film, by the way. Little Red Riding Hood, that is. Very talented young girl. And it also includes Jack and the Beanstalk. And while it includes all of these, the main premise that you're introduced to in the first act is a witch comes over and casts a spell on a baker and his wife who was pregnant. He casts a spell on her that she can't have a child. So while all these other characters are being tied together into this one story, your main focus is on this witch who casts a spell on the baker and on the baker's wife. So when I first read the synopsis of this story before watching it, I didn't think it would work out. I just thought they were way too different. The characters I just mentioned, I thought their stories were way too different for them to ever correlate in the same setting. But upon watching the play, I learned that's what were they trying to do? The director was trying to take all of these far different stories and make them make sense, all tied together. And did he achieve that? He absolutely did. The music within the play was incredibly written. It was witty. I thought it was funny. I thought the jokes told by the characters were also funny. They had the perfect combination of music combined with seriousness, combined with joking. This is the first act, at least. The second act was actually a little more darker, I would say. It just had a more profound view of the way the world is today. And in the way that this director was able to take all these stories and make them into one, my only, let's say, complaint would be I just thought it might have dragged on a little too much. It was over 2 hours. I thought it might have been just a little long. But in terms of the quality of the product, it was great. The actors and actresses were great. Their singing was outstanding. The set design, and I never really knew how much hustle went in. I guess you could say hustle, but went into putting on a production like that. I knew, obviously, there was the moving of sets, and you have to go get changed if you're in a different part, but just to see it in action and just to see how the actors were always on their cues, how they were, out and back in a different outfit in no time, how, it just must be exhausting to put on a production like that. With that said, though, it was lighthearted, it was enjoyable, but fairy tales have never been my thing. I wouldn't watch it again, but I thought that what the director tried to do, he accomplished it, and he made a pretty great play. Thank you.